Hi, I'm Kathleen Sherman and I own Lockett's Meadow Farm Animal Sanctuary with my husband David. For the past 22 years we've lived here surrounded by the animals we've rescued, most of them from slaughter, some of them from abuse and neglect. We rescued trailer loads from kill pens all around the country. We snatched veal calves from dairy farmers before they could be shipped to auction. Lockett's Meadow is a refuge where all animals are spiritually equal, loved, and respected. We are family.
We have been working while you're playing Hollywood.
I know. I know. Come on, look at me. Look at, I mean. So it was 18 years ago when we snuck a little vegetarian cafe into what was an old bakery over by Quinnipiac University right over the mountain. We didn't tell anybody that it was vegetarian. We just opened up and said, let's see what happens, because, you know, weird and funky. Within 2 weeks at lunchtime, it was standing room only, and we thought, this could work. So Saturdays and Sundays, we would be prepping from like 4 in the morning. And by 8 o'clock when we opened, there'd be a line out the door and we'd be sweating bullets in the back, chopping up the fruit, getting the eggs and everything ready. We still did eggs then. It was insane, but it was good and we liked it.
Pierogies were such a hit with the farm volunteers that in 2004, Kathleen and her daughter Bo decided to open their own cafe, Duck Soup.
So I never told anyone I was either vegetarian or then vegan because they always got weird on me. They would tell me they were concerned about me because, of course, I would die within a few years. And I still get that sometimes. I've been at it for 42 years, Benny. 42 years. Still walking. Duck Soup was always a labor of love. It was a passion for us. So when we decided to close it all those years ago, we held on to the name just in case, just in case.
After just 3 years of running a restaurant and a rescue farm full-time, it got to be too much work for Kathleen, so she had to make a difficult decision.
If you choose between who's going to take care of over 100 animals, they're all rescues, and they all have special needs.
It's just so cool, you know? It's so sweet.
You know, I have to choose between the horses and the restaurant. I had to leave the restaurant behind. A lot of the customers who were pretty upset.
So flash forward to 2023. I have not wasted away. I have not died of a vitamin deficiency. So the world has changed. Statistics tell us that 5% of this country is vegetarian and 2% is vegan. And I think that's wrong because nobody asked me. Nobody asked my daughter. Nobody asked my husband. Nobody asked any of the people I know who are vegetarian and vegan. And there's a lot of them now, which makes me feel like I'm not special and weird and funky anymore. And that bothers me a little. So I think I need to do something really weird now. Now is the time, I think, to bring back the duck. We had both the farm with 150 animals at the time, plus we were doing the cafe, and we'd start at 4 in the morning and we would work until 8 o'clock at night nonstop, and then we would pass out. And after almost 4 years we were exhausted. But if we bring it back, we decided the way to do it was on our terms, and that would be Duck's Truck. We've already priced it all out. We want to bring back Duck's Truck with all the Duck Soup menu items, and we want to do it fast, so we're going to ask for some help, and we're asking you. So
I would get calls on the farm phone, you know, can you just cater this? I had made addicts and I couldn't satisfy their addiction.
It's almost like they wouldn't let you go out of business.
No.
Now, when her loyal customers got wind that Kathleen was serving her pierogies to volunteers on her farm, they started showing up to help and get their fix.
We know our former patrons miss us. We hear from them all the time. Sometimes we do functions here where we make duck soup food, and people come from everywhere to get the chili.
Her veggie chili was sold by the gallons at the cafe, and she's making a huge batch for some of her volunteers.
What's up with this vegan chili?
Chili, that's all that matters.
Okay. Here,
Look at that.
I'll try it and make sure you like it, you know. So it's
Am I slowing y'all up?
Go Kathleen.
Absolutely delicious. It's full-bodied, flavorful, and very satisfying.
There's no meat in it, but it's good.
Kiddogies are here.
So the point of getting the truck is this: we don't have the ability to have a commercial kitchen here. We have to have a truck that we can equip to make the foods that we made at Duck Soup, which we can do with the truck that we have picked out. We looked at secondhand ones, we looked at all kinds of things. And the only way to do it correctly, tailored to making the vegetarian, no, not vegetarian, vegan, we'll be strictly vegan this time, is to do it with the configuration that we need. Brand new, the trailer is $20,000. It's about $5,000 to outfit it with the rest of the things that we need to make it work. The reason we decided to do this now actually was we went up to a brewery because there was going to be a vegan food truck. And somebody else cooking safe food for me, I'm in. So we went up there and the food was very expensive and it was just average. But people stood in line. It was almost 6 hours straight from the time they started. They stood in line, 30 to 40 people deep the entire time. And we're like, this isn't even Duck Soup quality food. We can do this, and we can actually make enough money to help support all our little special needs babies here. This is the one with the bad allergies. Takes a lot of medicine, gets a lot of spray. But to support all of these animals, when we had Duck Soup, the restaurant, we used the funds from that to support everybody here. So once again, all of the profits would come directly to the rescued animals of Lockett's Meadow Farm Animal Rescue, like Viola, who was clean yesterday. Did you roll in the dirt? Yeah, so that's the plan. My husband and I mostly support this on our own. We do get some donations, but of our over $200,000 a year budget to maintain all of these animals, including with the price of feeds and hay being so high, just feeding the animals on this farm alone is $2,500 a week. A week, okay? We can't take out a loan, and that's that. We have to be able to do this with no debt. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to pull it off. We can't make any other payments than what we're paying just to keep everybody alive and their hooves trimmed and their vet care done. It's a fortune. We never get to retire. We're just going to work until we drop, and then it's my daughter's problem. We've told her this. She's really pissed about it. We're going to try and hang in there until my grandson is big enough. He seems to think he wants to take over. I hope he makes a ton of money. So here we go. We are returning as Duck's Truck. If you remember us and miss us, please contribute. If you totally missed the Duck Soup era and wish you hadn't, please contribute. Your taste buds will thank you. Your body will thank you. The planet will thank you for finding a more eco-friendly way to eat. And the residents of Lockett's Meadow will thank you for supporting them. And we thank you from the very bottoms of our hearts. And we look forward to serving you again.